What's up and welcome back to another video. Today, Gearbox Software, the lead developer of the Borderlands franchise that we all hold near and dear to our hearts, has now announced that it is up for sale. Or should I say that it was announced by IGN and other big sources on the internet. And to everyone who woke up just as confused as I did this morning, I'm about to give you the rundown. I'm about to explain where all of this stems from and why the decision was made. This is what happens with companies that devalue themselves time and time again. With a shit game to a debatably even shittier one, to a serious fucking mess of a game that I still haven't found the strength to play. Well, and you also gotta throw in that I wouldn't pay money for new Tales even if my life depended on it, but that's not what we're here to talk about. So, what led Gearbox to sell in the first place? Is this sale to most of us fans just kind of came out of nowhere. Like, no one was really thinking, oh, Gearbox is getting ready to sell. Well, if you didn't know, they were purchased by the Embracer Group back in 2021, which pretty much essentially makes the Embracer Group a parent company to Gearbox, so to speak. And someone please correct me if I'm at all wrong in this video. Just doing some quick research, trying to see what I could gather, while also getting this video up at a quick pace. The Embracer Group's shares have dropped 40%, and upon this discovery, the way I'm viewing it is the Embracer Group was looking at those numbers and those shares going, whoop, just to skyrocket down into the ground. And they figured, what the hell, why not cash out before they just continue to further devalue the company? And honestly, good on the Embracer Group. They probably want nothing to do with this dumpster fire after the disaster that New Tales was. As Gearbox may sit at a solid $2 billion evaluation right now, that doesn't mean the shares wouldn't continue to decline. Which is why I say it really wasn't a bad move by the Embracer Group. And if you didn't know, Gearbox themselves, they don't really have any control in this matter. It's mainly just the Embracer Group, as they've had total control over Gearbox ever since 2021. I don't see Gearbox climbing any ladders. They've continued to do nothing but devalue their biggest property in their arsenal, Borderlands. And it's so disappointing for a lot of us fans to see where the franchise is at. I swear Gearbox is legitimately trying to just flush it down the toilet. With New Tales being a financial disaster, and the game falling far from sales goals, it now seems like the Pandora's Box collection that we just recently saw shadow dropped onto the market was stealth dropped or shadow dropped, whatever you want to call it, to potentially try and avoid backlash regarding them releasing broken games at a limited discount. And while some fans are completely okay with that collection, it's pretty easy for a lot of us who've been around for long enough to see what transpired. An attempt was made to get the shares back up to get any last dollar on the market, so that when they go to sell and these bids start to happen, they're as high as humanly possible. There was also an alleged investment from a Saudi fund that didn't end up going through. Keep in mind, this is alleged, this is not confirmed information, so if that turns out to be true, then it's also fair to say that that probably had a huge part in this as well. As more than likely, that fund was probably funding Borderlands 4. Toss in that, like I said earlier, Gearbox has truly been struggling to add another blockbuster game to their catalog. And sure, plenty of you are still eating spoonfuls of Borderlands 3. Many of the players and longtime fans have moved on. Why do you think so many people still go back to Borderlands 2? Because Gearbox is having a hard time topping it. Whether they want to admit it or not, or however many times Randy Pitchford wants to say that each Borderlands game has gotten better than the last one. And while you may even enjoy 3 over 2, you can't deny which one was bigger for Gearbox. So let's just hope this doesn't mess with anything like the games becoming a timed exclusive for the first X amount of days. Which brings me to my next part of this video. Now, I want to ask you, do you think this was a smart call, and who do you think is the most likely to buy? Microsoft, potentially? Who could make Borderlands 4 an Xbox exclusive, potentially? But I honestly doubt that, to be honest. Even if Xbox did bite on it, I don't really see Borderlands 4 being an exclusive to any console. Maybe a timed exclusive to a certain like browser on PC or some shit. But overall, I see it dropping on all platforms on the same day, just like most of the other games have. Fuck you, Wonderlands. Time shall tell, though. Blizzard, maybe? I don't know. Either way, I want to hear who you guys think is going to buy Gearbox. Please let me know down in the comments. This just wasn't the news I was expecting. While not entirely shocking, I didn't see this shit coming when I woke up this morning. Rubbing eye boogers, and the first thing I see is Gearbox Software set to sale. And while I was too dead to react, in my head I said, what the fuck? Tossed my head back into the pillow for a few seconds, and then got my happy ass up, hopped in the shower, munched on some food so I could try to get this up to you as quick as I could. And that's really all I've got for you guys today. What are your thoughts on the news that Gearbox Software has now hit the market for the sale of the company? Please let me know in the comments below and smash the like button and subscribe if you guys are new. I put up new Borderlands videos every single Friday and Sunday, so always keep your eyes peeled for that. I love you all to death. Please take it easy out there. Stay safe. I'll see you guys this weekend. And with that, I will see you all in the next one.